Imagine turning on the tap in your hotel room and seeing the water run dark. In February 2013, guests at a downtown Los Angeles hotel reported exactly that, describing the water as foul-smelling and unusually flavored. Workers inspected the building's 4 large water tanks, discovering the body of 21-year-old Elisa Lam inside one. This presented a puzzle. Bypassing roof security was hard, but the elevated tanks, capped with heavy lids, made entry a significant physical challenge. Investigators found no forensic traces on the roof. There were no fingerprints, no DNA samples, and no signs of a physical struggle near the water supply. Only one piece of evidence remained to explain her final hours: a few minutes of grainy surveillance footage from a hotel elevator. Because the physical evidence on the roof offered no answers, detectives had to reconstruct the timeline from the beginning, attempting to trace how a solo vacation could lead to such an improbable end. In January 2013, Elisa Lam was a student from Vancouver, Canada. She used social media and her blog to document her solo trip across California, sharing her enthusiasm for the journey with her followers and family. Her destination in downtown Los Angeles was the Cecil Hotel, a budget-friendly establishment located near the city's Skid Row district. The Cecil carried a dark reputation built over decades. It had been the site of numerous suicides and unexplained deaths, earning it a notoriety that shadowed its presence in the neighborhood. The building's history included stays by notorious serial killers, most notably Richard Ramirez, who lived at the hotel during his mid-1980s crime spree. This concentration of historical violence meant that when Elisa disappeared, the context of the building itself guided the public's interpretation of her case. Elisa checked in on January 26th and maintained her routine of daily phone calls to her parents, showing no outward signs of distress. That routine broke on January 31st. When the call stopped, her parents contacted the police, triggering a missing persons investigation. Police officers conducted a comprehensive search of the hotel. They moved through every guest room, checked the maintenance hallways, and inspected the roof, but found no sign of her. After 2 weeks without a lead, the LAPD released the hotel's elevator surveillance video to the public, hoping for information that could break the case. With no physical trail to follow, the investigation, and a growing online audience, centered entirely on the details of this digital recording. The footage shows Elisa entering the elevator and leaning forward to press multiple floor buttons at once. She stands back to wait, but the elevator doors remain open, failing to close even after several seconds. She repeatedly steps into the hallway and back into the cab, looking left and right as if checking the corridor for someone. At one point, she presses herself into the corner of the elevator, flattening her body against the wall, as if trying to stay out of the line of sight of someone in the hallway. While standing in the doorway, she begins making fluid, sweeping hand movements, gesturing as though she is speaking with someone just off camera. She eventually walks away down the hallway and does not return. Shortly after she disappears, the elevator doors finally close and begin to operate normally. The release of the video sparked a global debate, with viewers theorizing about everything from sophisticated conspiracies to paranormal activity within the hotel. The silent, ambiguous nature of the video allowed these theories to flourish, often eclipsing the grounded investigative facts of the case. The official autopsy report later provided a scientific contrast to the rumors circulating online. The report stated that there were no signs of physical trauma, sexual assault, or internal injuries that would suggest foul play. The Los Angeles County coroner ruled the cause of death as accidental drowning. Investigators also highlighted a detail from her medical history. Elisa had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Toxicology results suggested that the concentration of her prescribed medications in her system was low, indicating she may not have been taking her doses consistently. Untreated bipolar disorder can lead to severe manic episodes, often characterized by intense paranoia and visual hallucinations, altering a person's perception. These specific symptoms, paranoia and disorientation, align exactly with the erratic behavior captured in the elevator footage. Despite these findings, some logistical questions persisted, such as how she reached the roof without triggering the alarm-equipped exit doors. These unresolved physical details have allowed speculative theories to remain popular, even as forensic evidence points to a medical explanation. While the case is often framed as a supernatural mystery, the evidence describes a more grounded tragedy, involving mental health. The legacy of Elisa Lam serves as a reminder that forensic facts often carry more weight than the myths that follow them.